What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, there's some cruel people in the world, and not just cruel to people. A lot of times it starts with smaller life forms, like animals. Today I'm going to talk about these two people that recently made the news out of Atlanta, Georgia. Shout out ATL. People you see up here are a couple, boyfriend and girlfriend. The man's name is Elijah Cox. He's 23 years old. And the woman next to him is his girlfriend, Shakira Stanford. She's age 20. These people are locked up with animal cruelty charges after making a fictitious 911 call about animals that they damn near beat to death. Two dogs. Now, what's messed up about this is just the fact of, it's something that didn't have to be. And on top of that, who does this type of stuff? Let me just show you what happened. Look.
A disturbing case of animal cruelty. Investigators say they used the suspect's own social media posts to help build their case. Channel 2's Michael Seiden is live in Northwest Atlanta. And Michael, investigators say the couple lied about what happened.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Linda. Investigators looked over their social media posts. They also got conflicting statements. And in the end, investigators say the Fulton County man and his girlfriend were booked here last Thursday, and tonight they're still in custody facing multiple felony charges. Body camera video captured the arrest of 23-year-old Elijah Cox and his girlfriend, 20-year-old Shakira Stanford. The Fulton County couple arrested last week on felony aggravated animal cruelty charges after investigators say they beat their dogs and then lied, claiming one had been hit by a car.
I have a hurt dog, matter of fact. I got her from outside. She got hit by a car. So I think her left leg is broken and her mouth.
Authorities say Stanford placed that 911 call, but after a full exam of the injured pup, doctors say the injuries didn't match her story.
The dog was suffering from a broken jaw, broken hips, two broken legs, multiple broken ribs.
When investigators interviewed neighbors and property managers, they heard disturbing accounts about the couple.
And they heard whipping noises and then dogs screaming.
Detectives say they then found photos and videos of the couple with their dog on their TikTok pages, and that evidence helped them secure arrest warrants. While inside the apartment, officers also found a second dog with a broken leg and what they believe were the weapons used to beat them.
So we did find sticks that were tied together, like willow sticks that we believed were used to whip the dogs, and also two broken curtain rods that had dents in them.
Yeah, investigators say that first dog they rescued, only 8 weeks old. They told us that that dog unfortunately had to be euthanized. That is because he had such severe injuries. As far as that second dog, he is on the road to recovery and has already been adopted into a new home. We are live in Northwest Atlanta. Michael Seiden, Channel 2 Action News.
That's some sick shit. But that goes to show you the cruel nature that's in a lot of people that have pets that didn't ask them to be their owners, and they take on responsibility that they honestly are not ready for. Said one dog, right, suffered a broken leg, and they found weapons in the house that they used to beat the animals. Said the first dog rescue had such severe injuries that he had to be euthanized, while the second dog is recovering and been adopted, right? And that's understood. But I want you to think about this. These animals didn't pick these people to be their owners. They took it upon their responsibility themselves to take care of these animals. Every animal requires a certain amount of care. People don't read the instructions a lot of times. They see something and want something. I want you to think about it. This is boyfriend and girlfriend. They got two dogs in the house. Now, they ain't had no kids, and thank God. Because if they treat the dogs like that, what do you think they treat the kids? How do you think they treat the kids? If the kids made them mad. You broke legs on both dogs, the hip and the jaw on one of them, with makeshift weapons you had in the house. So they beat the dog so bad the people could hear screaming and whipping noises next door. Makes no sense. Don't know what they did, but one of them was a puppy, supposedly. And a little pit bull they showed, he was a cute dog, very friendly. But I want you to think about that shit. One of these dogs had to be killed because somebody got frustrated with them. It's like nowadays, man, people don't know how to manifest and control their anger, whether it's at a person, a place, or a thing nowadays. This guy's 23 years old and he locked up in that nasty ass Fulton County jail. Him and his girlfriend, she gonna get on there and lie. I found a dog. I think it was hit by a car. And then they go to your social media and you tell on yourself. Everybody put their business on social media. And they always get caught the same damn way, looking stupid as hell. You know, they say a lot of times these serial killers and these people with demented mindsets, they start off with cruelty against animals. And then they upgrade to people later on. I wonder how long they've been doing this shit. Another thing that bothers me about this situation is, you know, it took somebody, a dog, to, be killed and injured so badly to where they create messes, almost like when I do these child abuse cases. They create a mess that's so big they ain't got no choice but to tell, but they want to tell on their terms and come up with these fictitious lies and stuff like that. Same thing with the child abuse stuff, because basically a lot of people treat their pets like their children. Why? Because you have to take care of that child and raise it up from a puppy, or that animal, raise it up from a puppy and then train it to be socially acceptable and to behave a certain way. Beating it ain't one of them. That's the thing, man. You know, dogs are loyal to no end. And a lot of times it costs them their lives. And then sometimes, you know, people treat dogs real bad and then the dog turn around and bite the owner. They put the dog down. But a lot of times there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that make a dog snap and then bite on somebody. But either way, man, this is some just horrific stuff. And it has no place in society. But I mean, people, there is a term called beat somebody like a dog. That ain't come out for no reason. This is something that's been going on for a long time. Now, I'm not no outrageous pet person, PETA type of, but I do believe that some things shouldn't be done. And handling like that is wrong. I've seen people, you know, in the hood that have dogs and they scream at the dog and they want to make this look like they dominant over the dog. Dog don't understand that shit. People want to look like they in control of the dog and stuff. It's crazy. You shouldn't have a dog if the dog make you mad. I seen one time a guy had a pit bull. I was in Philly. I was driving. I just turned and seen it. Guy had a pit bull hung up by his neck on a tree. The dog was struggling. He had him up there and he was just punching him on the side like a punching bag. I never forgot that. And I said, damn, what kind of piece of shit is somebody that does that type of stuff? And just thinking about that like made me think about this video, and that's why I did it. But either way, man, this is something you don't do. And honestly, life is a life. You know, they beat these dogs down to where they had to be killed. One of the dogs had to be killed. Something need to be done to them. That's my word. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Like I said, pets are like people. You know, babies. They don't ask you to be their parents, and they damn sure don't ask you to adopt them or buy them or whatever. But just because something's in your care don't mean you own it to where you can do whatever you want to do to it. And like it doesn't have feelings, it doesn't feel anything, because nothing can be further from the truth. I will see you in the next video. Take care.